My name is Sean Marino, and I'm an associate art director at Riot Games on VALORANT. Art director is kind of just like one of the roles that I have. That's the primary one, where I manage a team of artists on the premium content team mostly right now. It's the team in VALORANT that makes all of the skins, the gun buddies, the cosmetics for VALORANT and everything. And a lot of what my role has become is basically making sure that everything that we do is cohesive with a vision that we have. It's now just taken more of a holistic view of everything. So when we're making a skin bundle, it's less of a focus on like, oh, what's this individual thing going to be versus like, what is that whole package, the experience that we're making. I do a lot more than just art. There's like a lot of like tech foundation that I work on with engineers and QA. I do a little bit of production too. Riot's very great in that I'm able to step outside the boundaries of being an artist and kind of really do whatever I need to do for making a good player experience. I usually start my day out just by having a quick sync with my team, just to be like, hey, what's going on? You know, what's everybody up to today? That goes into like a follow-up of like, were there any problems that I missed yesterday or that anyone needs me specifically for? Otherwise I'm off on my own thing. And I bounce around a lot. Like I'll maybe spend a day putting a mood board together for something new that we're doing, or creating a deck to show with our creative director about, you know, something I'm passionate about and want to start working on. I meet with other producers or product managers to just get prepared for new features or new content that we're trying to make. And then a lot of that is kind of just like more planning for the next day. Basically, it's kind of like this never ending cycle of just like, all right, what are we doing today? What did we do yesterday? And what do we got to plan for tomorrow? We call it like kind of time traveling a lot. I'll use a very specific example with like, we're making a new skin bundle. It's things like, oh, hey, I'm going to go to the marketing team today and talk with them about like, how are we going to make a video for this? Or, you know, how's it going to look in the store and that kind of thing. It is very different day to day, but a lot of it is just like syncing with other teams and people on my team. It's fun that it's actually never the same. There's part of me that misses that whole, like, I'm going to, you know, be heads down working on an asset for like 4 to 6 weeks or something like that. But then the other part of me is like, I just like the frantic, like chaoticness of this. You know, I really enjoyed just working on the base weapons for VALORANT. It was something that I was like super passionate about. It's why I came to Riot. It was an opportunity that I was given to just kind of like figure things out for the game without having to rely on someone else telling me what to do. And it was very freeing as an artist. And so that first year and a half, it was a lot of just trial and error and experimentation of like, what's going to work? Is it going to be more sci-fi? Should we go more realistic? And kind of nailing down what we were actually going to do for those base weapons was like insanely rewarding for me as an artist to basically say I had a hand in defining every single piece of that. It's a lesson that I think I share with as many people as I can. Being a leader, being a creative leader as well, it was almost kind of daunting to have to face a potential reality that I had to come up with all the ideas, where it's like, oh, hey, you're in a position of leadership as an art lead or as an art director. Tell us what to do. I actually really learned that like it's best when every idea doesn't come from me, because it shows all of my biases. And especially for like gun skins, like everything that we're doing is so diverse. There's so many different types of thematics that we cover, or potentially even styles that we do. And if every idea was like from my own head, it would be anchored to the things that I like, or that I'm interested, or that I even know about. So I rely a lot on the team to help me figure out some more creative things that I just wouldn't have considered. It was really, again, freeing in a way where I was just like, oh, like I don't have to do this alone. Just because I'm in a position of leadership doesn't mean that the responsibility all falls on me. The accountability falls on me. I need to make sure that it happens, but I can lean on other people to help me out with that kind of stuff. And it's really good. And then the team loves that too, because they're like, oh, they get to express themselves through things, and I get to kind of like take their ideas and then help them push it as well. The thing that I tell every artist who wants to get a job, whether it's in this industry or not, is make art for you, not somebody else. That's a thing that I hear a lot. And I did it in the past where I was just like, oh, I want to work at this company. I'm going to make something that they would like. But if you don't like it and you're not pouring your heart and soul into it, they're going to see that. And I think that was when at least my art got the most, not visibility, but like when it was noticed the most, is when I just did it because I wanted to do it and it was something I really cared about. People reacted to it. This is even before like ArtStation or whatever. I would just post it on forums and everyone's like, wow, this is really great, all that. And they can see the passion that you put into it. And ultimately some of those things were the pieces that ended up getting me an interview to eventually get a job. And that was why, at least for me, I made a shift. I was like, hey, you know what? I make guns all day, right? I don't want to go home and make more guns. I want to try something different, try and grow as an artist, and just, it's not going to be great. It's not going to be perfect, but I'm just going to try it out. And some of that art I don't even show. but it's something that helps me like along the way just to kind of like bring back to the things that I do day to day. So a lot of it is not, it's not just like I need to make a portfolio piece that has like the most amount of likes. It's just like you need to make something that you're really passionate about.